What all do you know about the salt marsh? Have you ever been? Have you ever gone crabbing or fishing? Do you know if it is important or not? Is it important to you? In South Carolina, the ocean plays a large part in people's lives, especially in a place like Charleston, where it's all about the ocean and the food it provides. So it may come as a surprise to learn that even Charleston locals know little about the surrounding salt marsh and what it all provides. And with that in mind, the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources and its SCORE program set out to deliver an experience to students in the Lowcountry, educating them with lessons on coastal ecosystems like the salt marsh, and how we as humans interact and rely on them for food, a clean ocean, and leisure, and how we can work to conserve something so vital to our coastal lives.
Hey, I'm Kevin Swain with the SCDNR's South Carolina Oyster Cycling and Enhancement Program, also known as SCORE. Today we're down here in Charleston with Burke High School and Casual Crabbing with Tia. This is a part of our Title I schools recreational fishing and education program, where we are getting kids out into the marsh and having fun in a bunch of different ways, getting them involved in our fishery. How we're doing that is we are starting off in the classroom with some educational curriculum. We're then getting them involved in oyster restoration, building oyster reefs in a bunch of different ways, and then getting them involved in the recreational fishery via some crabbing opportunities and some charter fishing opportunities.
But before the students started on their salt marsh journey, we asked those questions from earlier to see where their experiences began and ended.
It's big, and there's a lot of mud. Tiny crab eggs, and basically just crab eggs.
Like pluff mud, tall grass, like a little bank on the side of a river.
Wind, water, crabs. I think of like mud, something, I guess like something that has mostly salt in it because it's a salt marsh. When I think of a marsh, I think of mud, something really mushy with like a lot of things in it.
A salt marsh is grass, water, and where lots of animals live. Long, super long grass.
Like that?
No.
Never been.
No, I've never been fishing, just crabbing.
No.
Never.
No. Because if somebody built a house there, it could ruin animals' homes, or maybe they could even die.
I think it helps stop the water from rising too high, and some people go to the salt marsh to go crabbing and catch crabs.
Because if they built the shopping centers and restaurants, then all the waste would probably be thrown in the salt marsh.
So the animals that live inside of the marsh, does it get attacked or killed?
Doesn't it help with the ecosystem or something like that?
So the animals and plants living in it don't die?
Because it's important.
The SCORE team had a busy schedule full of field trips and hands-on activities for the students, but it all began in the classroom.
So this is kind of like the bread and butter of what we do as a program. Start with that. If we have more, you can come get some more. Come on, let's see the liquor out. What is
that? We have our handy dandy ruler right here.
Now who has gone already? It's gone
What is this for?
Oh, they use it to
Those are the swimmer claws there, right? So there's all this water. You can see the sky through the water. You can see some clouds, but it's all blue and white, right? That's what these guys are doing.
Professionals from commercial fisheries and other SCDNR programs came into the classroom to speak to the students about their own connections to the water. And with the help of Charleston local Tia Clark and her friends at Casual Crabbing with Tia, the SCORE team took students out to the docks to crab, and then out on the water to fish in the Charleston Harbor.
The scientific name for this crab, Calonectus sapidus. those back fins, if you give it a small little pull towards you, you'll feel the crab pull back because they're gone faster.
Okay, the crab up so bad. Pick it up. Pick it up. Got it.
Another aspect of the project was to get students out fishing with professional fishing guides. These opportunities connect what is learned in the classroom with what can be learned on the water.
Good job.
Oh, man.
Not only did the students learn about keeping the salt marsh healthy, but they actively helped to conserve this ocean ecosystem.
Hi, Nick Playstead here, wildlife biologist for the SCORE program, which is a part of South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. We're out here with Edith L. Frierson Elementary School kids today. We're deploying some of these derelict crab pots. So we'll take old ghost crab pots or derelict crab pots and we seal them up so they're not doing any ghost catching. We patch them all up, get any trash or debris out of them. We coat them in concrete and then we bring them out here. So we get the kids all out here, we pass them down the line, we get them into position and then ultimately come back through with some rebar and just take a mallet and kind of make sure we stake all these in place so they're not going to be moving on us too much. The whole idea behind this, is to build that, have that substrate out here to create another oyster reef. Oysters will attach to these derelict crab pots here. They'll attach to them and start to grow on them, and ultimately they start to completely engulf it. Yeah, the next couple of years you'll see these completely get covered in oysters, and then we'll get all the good benefits that we get from oysters. That erosion mitigation, that water filtration, that habitat. So great thing these kids are out here doing today.
Another focal point of this project includes marsh grass restoration, which is part of South Carolina Sea Grants From Seeds to Shoreline program, South Carolina's only salt marsh restoration program designed for K-12 students and teachers.
It's real beautiful out here. It's peaceful. You can always come out here to have fun.
Charlestonians, we all live around the water, so it's a part of our daily life, especially with seafood and eating a lot of seafood. It's like going crabbing, I eat crabs a lot. So if it wasn't for the people crabbing or the crabs in the water, I wouldn't be eating crabs. Or if it wasn't for the fish or the people fishing, I wouldn't be eating fish.
Because it's a habitat for some creatures that live there, and the salt marsh, the pluff mud, it filters water.
If we didn't have the salt marsh or oysters, the world would probably stink. It would smell.
We wouldn't have enough food to eat, and bacteria would get around everywhere, like plankton and everything.
I think it's important because it's part of this low country lifestyle, to be honest.
Like I said, it brings safety, provides food, and it's like a fun activity to do too. I really enjoy being out here. Real peaceful out here.
I would say it's important to people like Tia. She does this for a living, as in catching crabs and catching fish. She got sessions where people come and do it for, learn stuff and catch stuff with her. And it's for us to eat. A lot of people eat seafood, a lot of people eat fish and things like that.
Crabbing, I didn't really get anything, but fishing was pretty cool.
Yeah, crabbing, caught five crabs and a couple fish. It was fun, learning how to pick up crabs and handle them safely. I caught a stingray when I went fishing. That was fun too. Learned how to safely hold one and how to be safe on a boat.
It was really fun. I got to drive the boat when we was fishing, so that was really fun. And then crabbing was fun, so I learned how to pick up a crab the right way. It was really fun. It was definitely new. I never been on a boat fishing. I never been fishing. I never been crabbing before, so it was a fun and new experience. Yeah.
I really care about the salt marsh because 25% I think of air comes from the salt marsh. so that you can catch like crabs to eat or fish to eat. And the salt marsh stays alive, and the critters stay alive.
Being out here with y'all, it's like I get a better appreciation for nature.
Just being outside school and being hands-on with nature and learning how to do different things is fun.
You really think about it, but I feel like in reality, it's a part of like everybody's lives in some way.
Yeah, it's nice out here.
This project was funded through the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Fish Habitat Partnership.